Please report any violations to the league.
Hello from 2K Sports. We're honoring diversity and culture tonight with the NBA celebration of Noche Latina. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers going up against the New York Knicks. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce with us on the sidelines. And in that March stretch, some interesting things going on in the East. You take a look at the Knicks. They have looked in control all season long. Aren't showing any signs of taking their foot off the gas anytime soon.
You know, for the Knicks, I recall them having a lot of naysayers at the start of the season. But now, they may not have any. This team is ready for a deep playoff run.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
Now, New York starting five. They've got Karl Anthony Towns. Jalen Brunson is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's OG Anunoby, and it's Reed in at the four-man position. And for the Lakers, Reeves at the 2 with LeBron at the 3. Hayes is out there with Dorian Finney-Smith, and it's Doncic in at the point guard position. And coming down the home stretch of the regular season, Grant, have modern training methods helped players get through it in one piece, you think?
Without a question, B.A. At the same time, it's a keeping up with the Joneses situation. If the guy you're guarding is in top form, that wears you down, too. The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent.
Boy, I tell you what, that's going to be like a pinball machine, the way that scoreboard's going to light up.
And for an update on MP, let's send it over to Allie.
All season, we've seen MP and Luka Doncic turn in great performance after great performance. I asked MP what we can expect from him and Doncic tonight, and he said, we're going to get after it. They run pretty much everything through Luka, and for us to win, I need to be able to be the engine for our team as well. 2 MVP candidates will be the focal points tonight.
They've both been on fire all season long, Allie. Thanks for that. Here's Reed following the score by Los Angeles, and he gets that one. Reed's got 5 points. Well, it didn't take long for MP to establish himself as a special player in the NBA, Grant. You wonder just where he'll end up on the all-time list when it's all said and done.
And really, it's all about time for MP. He's shown he has the skills. He passes the eye test with ease. It's a matter of seeing how long he can stretch his prime to be a dominant force year after year.
Reeves almost making it look really easy. Gets the ball and takes the shot.
From undrafted to closing games with LeBron and AD, Austin Reeves, what a story, Clark.
It really is a great story. I mean, this guy has just continued to prove the doubters wrong. Nobody's going to outcompete him. He's fearless. He's got great skill. Doesn't lack the confidence either. He's one of my favorite players to watch.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
The Lakers have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Reed for 3. The Lakers with a rebound. They're moving on after the tough loss at the hands of the Pelicans.
It really just wasn't a fun game for them. Their offense looked stagnant, and they couldn't get anything going.
Yeah, they had no answer for them. They simply got outplayed and outworked.
Knocks down the triple.
Guys, this has been an incredible performance this quarter. I mean, he's getting the ball where he likes it and wants it and just going to work.
Here's Doncic, and he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Doncic has it all, a full package. Soft hands that time made the floater look easy.
Reed for 3, and again New York with the triple.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
Here's Doncic. Towns with a rebound. New York leading by 5. Outside Reed. The 3 sends it home from three-point land. Reed's got 17.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Finney-Smith's shot is off. The Knicks have got 6 of 8 shots to go. Reed for 3. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for him later on.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now.
4-3. It's hauled in by Luka Doncic. And here's Doncic. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They trail by 11. And finished off by Hayes.
Another great pass from Doncic. You pretty much expect him to tally double-digit assists every game.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
On the North York Ice Squad. It's t-shirt time. Let's see who wants one. Let's go crazy.
Lynn's checked in for Hayes. Connect comes in for Finney-Smith. And it's DiVincenzo in for Doncic. So New York going with almost an entirely new group here. Tucker's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Hart comes in for Anunoby. Strus, he's checked in for Mikal Bridges. And Payne is subbed in for Brunson. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hi, guys. Well, D in their last time out against the Warriors was tremendous. He had an unbelievable amount of points and was such a menace on the defensive end. Steals galore. What a game for him. And against their rivals, no less, which had to make him feel extra special. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Graham.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
Now here's Reeves. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13.5 a game. And here's Connect outside. And Tucker pulls it down. New York leading by 13. Reed for 3. And again, New York with the triple.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Lynn tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. And so it's New York in control with a 16-point advantage heading into the break. Tough to run with them. They get the ball up the court so fast. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Knicks.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
Another big component of their game early on has been their execution on the fast break. They're getting a bunch of easy baskets, pushing it in transition.
So on the floor for the Knicks, they've got Max Strus. Also Cameron Payne out there. P.J. Tucker is out there with Josh Hart. And it's Reed in at the power forward. And the Knicks with the possession here, following the score by Los Angeles. Reed can't hit.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
A bit undersized. His hops make him a legit small ball 4.
Grant, with all the parity and competition in the league today, there are still those teams piling up losses.
Yeah, B.A., and with teams like the Thunder excelling, it's almost like youth is no longer an excuse, but some rebuilds take longer than others.
Finney-Smith checked in for Los Angeles. And Vanderbilt no good on that one. New York leading by 12. And here's Reed. Had a career game his last time out. Bucket after bucket. Going inside, uses the glass on the layup. Reed's got 31 points.
Clutch buckets. He's paving the way as they hit the home stretch.
And the Lakers making a change here. Morris is checked in.
Second team foul. Coming into the floor for your Lakers.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. DiVincenzo, pass to Finney-Smith. And it's New York with a rebound. What an impressive regular season they've been having, getting to 60 wins.
When you talk about magic numbers for a team, 60 wins means you're having an historic year. In fact, we've had stretches longer than 5 years without any team winning 60. So it's really hard to do.
Now here's DiVincenzo. No points so far. The Lakers with another miss. The Knicks have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Here's Reed. Another one falls for New York. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. You know, Clark, with the Lakers, at times it is hard to maintain a sense of continuity.
Well, it sure is, B.A. I mean, there's always pressure to improve or be at your best, but even more so when you're playing in the glitz and glamour of L.A. and all that history. And because of that, sometimes it can lead to high team turnover when you're playing for the Lakers.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, the slam dunk is arguably pro basketball's signature play. And forward Nicholas Batum said growing up, you have so much joy in dunking. You're one of the few people in the world that can. But Father Time marches on, and like most vets, he's come to grips with the reality. He said, my body told me, no more, bro.
Well, leave that to the youngsters now, right? All right, Allie, thanks. And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Welcome to the floor.
Some changes for Los Angeles. James comes in for Morris. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Reeves. Towns, he's checked in for New York. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Doncic passes to James. Back to Doncic. There's the three. And it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got his 5th rebound in this one. Hart with it. DiVincenzo picks him up. And the layup falls. Hart's got his first points in this one.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Well, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it's either a dunk or free throws every time.
Now, here is James. Coming off a 28-point game against New Orleans.
And he also contributed a couple blocks, too. Just a glimpse at the impact he had on defense.
Reed, good.
We started out hot from distance, and that has continued.
And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Well, Dalton Connect had a late growth spurt during college, and it really helped his game, Grant.
He really did. I mean, B.A., he started college as a 6'3" guard, but grew 3 inches during his first 2 seasons and added some muscle. Now at 6'6", he can play confidently out there on the wing.
Now, here is James. He's given them steady production at over 27 points a game. Reed for 3. Kept alive. Hart from long range. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist. Hart's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one. Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there.
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
Stolen by Reed. Oh, another one falls.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
New York shooting their first free throws of the game.
And, you know, you don't have to tell them what their free throw numbers are. I mean, they're well aware of it, believe me.
That one's off. And he sinks the second. Here's James. And the shot goes in. James has got 6 points.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Reed for three. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
They already had the momentum going to the break. Now they've got even more of it.
And so it's the New York Knicks with a gigantic 33-point lead at the close of the quarter. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. Back to the game after this break.
And please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're thinking about the shot. Let's hear it for the participants.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule.
And for that game against the Celtics, I know they're technically underdogs, but they don't think that. They think they're coming out with a W, man.
A positive group with a lot of confidence. Now we'll take a look back at that first half. What an all-around performance it was for the Knicks.
They have been so careful with the rock. Smart passes, tight handle on the ball, really speaks to the focus and discipline.
And that defense, try as they might, cannot disrupt their flow. And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
As we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Lakers. It's off to Boston after this one, where they will face the Celtics. And that starts a 4-game road trip for them. Reeves at the 2 with LeBron at the 3. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Jackson Hayes. And it's Doncic in at the 1. That's the Laker 5. Here's Reed. The Lakers getting their last shot to go. And the Knicks, another 3.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Now here's Reeves. He's got 5. There's the drive. Reed with the rebound. New York has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Misses the 3. For Los Angeles, they've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Clark, it's special getting to call LeBron James games. How is the King still doing this at this age?
PA, I think there are guys that come along every 30, 40 years that are just different than other guys, other players. And he's in that category. One of the all-time greats. And he's just been remarkable. Certainly DNA has a role in his longevity and excellence, but you got to give him a ton of credit. He's committed to being at a high level for a long time, and it's remarkable to watch him do what he's doing at this age.
Getting buckets at a critical time. Just give him the ball and let him go to work.
Doncic, a screen on Bridges. Reeves, the pass to Finney-Smith. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Props to Finney Smith. I mean, going up strong, earns himself a trip to the line.
At the line for Los Angeles, Dorian Finney-Smith. 2 shots.
So it comes up empty at the line. All right, let's say you're starting a new franchise today, and you get to pick any player in the league. Who you got, Grant?
Oh, man, there's so much talent to choose from. You can't go wrong with Doncic, Antetokounmpo, or Jokic. There's some enticing young players, too, like Anthony Edwards as well.
Just 5 to shoot. Reed in the post.
Oh, my goodness! Anything in the bag on that one.
Yeah!
Bring it home. Send it in. Throw it down.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Doncic passes to Reeves. And it's New York with a rebound.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Now here's Reed. Non-stop scoring machine right here.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
Here's Doncic. The ball's knocked loose. Reed with it. Now Doncic defending. Oh, kind of mean on that one. Oh, wow.
He's their go-to. They keep calling his number, and he delivers.
There's 1:54 left in the third quarter. Yet another steal from him. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. You gotta love it. Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
1:42 left in the third. Reeves against Bridges. Outside Reeves. Will it go? The rebound by Bridges.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten only 2 of 7 shots to go in the third quarter. Connect checked in for the Lakers. Josh Hart's checked in for New York. Shamet comes in for Mikal Bridges.
Substitution on the court.
A 1:09 left in the third quarter of the game. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Payne pass to Reed. And again, New York with the triple.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Now here's Reeves. He's got 5. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Reeves has got 7 points.
Reeves at 6'5" is kind of sneaky long, and he can more than hold his own inside.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident, too. As a matter of fact, I mean, he's stacking up threes the way he is. I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game. He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And it's Connect missing. And for New York, they're shooting a sensational 78% from the field in this game. Reed, good.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
And there's James from the arc. Hart pulls it in. Hart's got 4 rebounds in the game. Reed for 3. Oh, at the buzzer! Wow!
I didn't think he was going to get it off in time. Oh, wow.
I agree. I mean, and to have the composure to lock in and get off a shot he feels confident about, that's good work.
And 3/4 of play in the books. This one's all but over already. It's the Knicks running away with it. And we're coming right back after this break to get the 4th quarter started. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. And on the floor for New York here in the 4th, we've got OG Anunoby. Miles McBride is out there with Landry Shamet. Then there's Achua, and it's Reed in at the 5. So it's the Lakers now. Has to connect. And we hear about the unwritten rules of sports sometimes, Clark. What are some of those in the NBA?
Well, you try not to ever foul an airborne player. I think most players are really sensitive to that. Don't disrespect the other team. Be professional and sportsmanlike when you've got a margin of victory that doesn't need to be added on to. In other words, don't run up the score. Don't try to get numbers for the sake of numbers. Play the game, play to win, and do it with respect at all times.
The shot's good.
Good work from Finney-Smith down low, putting his size and reach to good use.
Reed for 3. Another one goes. Incredible. That's 91. An incredible feat.
Incredible indeed. This is just a flat-out insane performance.
Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by the Lakers. Vincent passes to Finney-Smith. Banked it in off the glass.
Just too good a player to leave open.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the 4th. Outside Reed. There's the triple. Good! Another from 3. Man, he's really launching them from outside the arc.
Man, so locked in, feeling confident in his three-point shot tonight.
That foul gives him 4, so he's got to settle down a bit.
Hayes is checked in for Vincent. And a switch here also for New York. Strus is checked in. Hayes in the high post. And finished off by Hayes.
And you see the awareness Connect has a good understanding for when his guys are open.
Reed for 3. And got it. Another basket.
The good times keep rolling for him. Now tied for 2nd all-time in scoring.
Boy, the way he's been able to maintain his focus on offense all game. The defense throws everything at him, but he still scores. James up top. Here's Finney-Smith. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. For New York, they've gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the 4th. Fires from deep. Another one falls. Amazing.
And that score puts him even. A night I never thought we'd see.
Wow, and he's tied for the record point for point. One more score and he'll stand alone.
Yeah, 100 points. A mark that stood since 1962. But Wilt's record has been matched here tonight.
Good find that time by DiVincenzo. An unselfish player, always looking to make the extra pass.
The Knicks have gotten 5 of their 7 shots to fall in this final quarter. And James has got the ball here for Los Angeles. Launches a 3. Fires in the triple.
You know, sometimes you don't like to see guys pull up from three-point range on the break, but for him, with nobody on him, that's a pretty good shot.
And yes, another basket.
I wouldn't believe it if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes. A new single-game scoring record.
History being made as we speak. Unbelievable.
Yeah, and he's passed Wilt Chamberlain's legendary mark of 100 points. Oh, my. I mean, that has stood since 1962.
What a game from MP. He's got the mic in his hand and is ready to share his thoughts.
Man, this hasn't even sunk in yet. On a night like this, setting the record for points in the game, you're so in the zone that it feels like everything is just effortless. But it's not. There's a lot of hard work that goes into this. So credit to my coaches, my teammates, everyone coming up that helped push me, my family, my friends, haters, defenders. Every one of those points scored tonight, this is for y'all. Everything that I do is. So, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Nicely said by MP. I think we all thought Wilt's record was completely out of reach in the modern game.
Well, MP proved us all wrong. Truly a once-in-a-lifetime talent.
A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Pass to connect. Outside Finney-Smith. Here's the three. Strus grabs the miss.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too. And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Knicks.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And all year, this squad has been playing with real urgency. And again for three.
Another three for him. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
Well, he's just pouring it on, and he's tied for the 5th most triples ever in a single game. The three is up. Connects again from distance.
And this is a historic shooting night for him. Tied for 3rd now for most threes in a game.
And the points keep piling up, and the threes keep dropping in. He is red hot from downtown. DiVincenzo, the pass to Hayes. And finished off by Hayes.
A versatile guard, DiVincenzo is excellent at hitting his teammates in their spots.
Reed for three. And again for three.
There it is, a shot that puts him tied at the top of the record books.
Masterclass in three-point shooting. Amazing. Let's go with a three. Good. Another from three.
Oh, hot as a tea kettle. He is just firing away, and he has set a new record for the most triples ever in an NBA game.
Breaking his own record. We knew his reputation and the kind of shooting display he can put on. He's taken it to another level, though.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
And so it's the Knicks taking care of business in this one. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. So long, everybody.